welcome to the Muscle Car Modeler. My name is Ral, and just giving you a little update on my Corvette Baldwin Motion Phase 3 GT rebuild. This is after I had stripped the paint off of the resin body, and I started dipping some primer and getting some body work going on this thing, and I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do on the taillights here. But the body came out stripped, beautiful. Looks like pretty much raw resin. A couple areas where bodywork has been performed are visible, and then the hood stripped out really nicely. So it's pretty much ready for a coat of primer, and I'll start doing bodywork to this one. So that's next on that part of that, and I'm really pleased. I mean, this looks like I'm just starting with a fresh kit. So body's done. I haven't really touched the interior. I started taking it apart. Took the dash out. It's detailed really nicely. And then the interior and steering wheel. This is how it was built. So I haven't decided if I'm going to touch that up. I knocked the headrest off, but the headrest I got. I also started tearing the chassis apart. So here's the chassis. Got a coat of paint on it, black paint, so the wheels are all touched up, and so I ripped it all apart and started getting all this stuff painted up and ready to start going together. This thing might go together fairly quickly. Haven't done anything to the wheels. Here's the wheels as I took them right off, other than taking the backing out and painting the backing black on both sides, in and out. So it's just some progress on that one. So tear down is complete. Missing a couple of parts. I got one rear shock and one control arm. And then the motor, I started to tear the motor apart. Working on the seam on the oil pan a little bit. I just scraped it with my razor blade. But motor pulled all the stuff off the motor, give it a coat of orange paint. It had a resin intake manifold, which I'm going to keep that, and then a carburetor and pipe pan air cleaner, or fly's eye, or whatever they call this. I believe fly's eye. And then I'll take care of that. And the manifolds came off, and then the fan. On this particular car, I'm not sure how the engine is completely dressed up. Just had the stock valve covers on the motor. So went and got those, pulled them off. But I knew about these. I had a kit, but I just looked for another parts kit. So I got a pair of the motion valve covers that are in the 70 AMT Baldwin Motion kit. Got a parts kit from my friend Harold, and sanded it flat so that it'll stick to this engine. It had some pegs that protruded. So I'm going to use these valve covers on this motor. Give it the more Baldwin Motion look to it. But this one, it's going really well. Get some primer on the body. Go find some gold yellow paint, and start detailing the chassis up and get this one going back together. I think this one's going to build a lot faster than I was initially thinking, but she's coming along. But I figured I'd show you an update after stripping it and getting her all ready to go. Get some primer on her, and I'll start doing some more body work. But she's stripped awesome, and this thing's just going together really well for me. Not sure what I'm going to do on the taillights part. The car has some taillights from a '68 Firebird, so I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that just yet. But I'm going to figure something out there. When I do, I will show you that. But I figure I'd give a real quick update on this project and how it's going. So for those of you who are following along and watching, thank you for watching and subscribing. If you've seen this for the first time, follow along. We'll see where this thing goes. And thank you for watching.